Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest in the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to Apply. All right, so today we are in Washington, D.C., and let me tell you, I'm at the Power Up Conference, my second year in a row attending. Gloria Feldt, Women Connect4Good, Take the Lead Women, lots of organizations involved here in putting this together, and I have a return guest in the show, Dr. Nancy O'Reilly. And let me tell you, Dr. Nancy, I feel like you're a return guest. I'm gonna have to give you co-host. Come on.
Hey, you know what? We could do that. We'd be great together.
I know. And I mean, you have your own show already. We're like, I'm putting you to work. You're like, wait a minute, hold on.
No, I think we need our own show.
There you go.
You have yours, I'll have mine, but let's have ours.
I like it.
Okay.
This is good to have. We're going to get Melissa, if you're watching this. All right. So I want to go for some of the audience that haven't heard maybe some of our work together before. I'd like to know, how did you and Gloria meet? Like, how did you two meet?
Well, Gloria, I actually attended the rollout of Take the Lead in University of Arizona.
And how long ago was this, roughly?
About 11 years ago, 12 years ago. And, you know, I had been looking for a group of like-minded women. And these women were up on stage talking about everything that was important to me. Gender equity, gender equality, women's leadership. So, you know, it's like, I mean, I literally had goosebumps. Yeah. For the first time in a long time, I thought, I think I've found my tribe. And so, you know, I immediately wanted to get to know Gloria. So actually, we did a podcast together. And from there, we just became very close, and I became very, very involved to the point where I became the board president for several years and still continue to be on the board of directors. But of course, I'm very much a big sponsor of Take the Lead. So again, it was really finding, for the first time, I think in a long time, women that I felt like understood how I was feeling and the importance of women's leadership, and for us to find our voice and to use our voices.
Now, last night, I want to, for the audience that obviously was not able to attend, we were at this amazing VIP dinner, performance. The location was amazing. Maybe give us some of the background and what you experienced, because next year I want even more people coming to that, even though it was sold out. I already talked to Gloria. She's like, we had to fit extra people. We thought we were going to get like 50. There was over 100. I'm like, but talk about the experience.
Well, the experience last night was really, it was a VIP dinner. So, and many of the people were new. And I think that's the goal of any event that you have, is that new people are coming. Yes, people return, but people come back. But these were people really learning about Take the Lead for the first time. And then there was a wonderful concert with Marina Arsen. I'm not sure if I can say that.
I can't say it right either, but Marina's amazing.
Marina was amazing pianist, and she created this scenario about Tesla. But the point is really to bring people together who are interested in the same thing, and that's gender equity, gender equality, and eventually, get the ERA amendment passed, the 28th Amendment. And of course, that's what we've been working on also. I think that's really the goal for all of us. Everybody has an equal opportunity. Men, women, boys, and girls. We want everyone to have an opportunity. But of course, getting women's leadership and people at the table and making good decisions and being problem solvers is really what it's all about.
So when I think about Women Connect4Good and all the other organizations that you help, that you sponsor, that you've worked with, and also your reach, like, what drives that strategy?
Well, the strategy really, for example, Take the Lead education. Dr. Sheila Robinson's about diversity. Diversity, and so that gender equity.
I haven't made it to her conference yet. I'm making that one. Dr. Sheila puts on one of these, like...
Dr. Sheila it's now business executive, but you need to go there because it's really a very diverse population. But of course, then there's organizations that are dealing with climate, women and climate. You know, women produce, as far as around the world, food is the most important thing women are very much involved with. So to create good food products, you have to have good climate. And of course, then working with other organizations even working with sports, women's sports. Every organization, it's a piece. Marymount College, University, we're involved with, because again, they're working with young women who are the most important population, women that are coming from somewhat challenging backgrounds, giving them the opportunities. to have better lives and to create those leadership roles for them as well.
And speaking of the next generation, I mean, you've been working in, you have some cohorts coming and some programming that's coming up with Women Connect for Good. Maybe talk a little bit about that and what inspired that.
Well, and of course, this is the piece, because we've been talking about empowering women and girls since the beginning of Women Connect for Good, which is, again, support women and girls, their passion, their purpose, their drives.
Yeah.
But we hadn't quite taken care of the youth, the women, the young women. So Connect for Impact will be rolling out in September, and we're very excited about this because this will be about bringing young women ages 16 to 20 years old who basically most of these women are already involved in some type of leadership role, but we're going to bring in a faculty that is just amazing of all the different organizations that we have been working with. So when they are actually the applicant is received and becomes a part of that first cohort, I think it's going to be an amazing time for education, for mentorship, scholarships. But again, they can put this on their vitas, and I think it's going to be very impressive, especially when they see who all's involved. But what we also want to do is create something that we can pass on to other organizations. I mean, it would be wonderful to have a network of Connect for Impact groups all over the United States and all over the world. How about that?
I love it. And what I like about this and what you've done and I'm learning from it is by partnering with other organizations, you're not only expanding the reach, but you're expanding like the impact.
Right.
Like 1 + 1 doesn't necessarily equal 2. It could equal 10.
Yeah.
You never know.
No, there's so many organizations that are out there working with, and many of the organizations that we're working with that have been working with youth have been involved with the creation of Connect for Impact.
Yeah.
So, no, I mean, when you find, you may be good at something, but Mission Matters, you do something really special that Women Connect for Good doesn't. I mean, your reach and your community. So our communities grow as we, that list of names and people that are already involved, that we can continue to grow larger and more awareness, more education, and more good changes.
Yeah. So a lot of different things that I've followed you for, whether it was Women Connect for Good, whether it was Equine, whether it was some of your writing. We have another book out here. So Timeless Women Speaks. We're going to put some links in the show notes for everybody. There's a whole catalog. Now you have a catalog. I keep telling Melissa, you're like, well, there's a lot of books. No, it's a catalog.
Well, I have a great team and a very big crew of writers. This book, of course, is redacted. The first book came out, oh gosh, I think it was 2015, 2005. It's been a while. But it came out too soon.
Oh, okay.
And so this book is really, it's almost, it's a guidebook for women of navigating our culture now. But of course, women are talking about how they feel about growing older, how they feel like about being in our society. But this is, again, based on research, talking to many women, and we're excited because I think the time is right. People are actually talking about things that they wouldn't talk about, like menopause. I mean, there are some that we can't talk about that. Yeah. But we're now having women get to talk about their issues. Yeah. What's bothering them? What their concerns are, and then sharing that with each other. When we share our concerns, and we have a support system, anything's possible. Yeah.
Now, when we think about, and from my end, I'm always looking at this, and my hope is to encourage others to do some of the things that we both do, which is creating content. So I'm not biased, whether it's podcasts, books. I don't care if it's an Instagram account, YouTube, whatever. What has creating content and creating really distribution and all of that, what has that meant to you in getting your mission out in terms of Women Connect for Good, in terms of everything else? Yeah. Because I feel like some organizations, they have these events, they do these other things, but they miss the mark because after the event, after it takes place, it's done. It's done.
I have a wonderful social media team involved with you as well. I mean, we're only as good as the information that we're able to get out to the public. I mean, it's all about awareness. Awareness key, and then education. So, we're also involved globally. World Pulse. We become a part of organizations that are involved in digital presence throughout the world. We're only as good as what we're able to do and who we are able to reach and to affect change and to offer support to have that change be possible.
Yeah. And then also the time that you're in the game, I like to say. Like, it's like there's some people that, come, go, not calling out organizations or anything like that, but to build trust with an audience, to build trust with individuals that would want to follow you or help you or that you'd want to help, like, you got to be in the game. You got to be out there. You got to show up.
You got to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Many people don't know what they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And believe me, the older I get, the less I know that I didn't know. So
I'm like, I don't know. First thing I'm saying.
So the point is that
don't come to me for answers. Come to me for questions.
But we're around experts in every field now.
Yeah,
and that's exciting because they want to share their. I mean, like, we're all wanting to share our information, and so we've actually kind of have a group called the Women Warriors.
Ooh, what's this?
And it's a group of women from these different organizations, and we're constantly, it's a support system, but at the same time, information that maybe I don't have or somebody else doesn't have that we're getting to each other. So again,
that's like the secret club at Disneyland. Is that like the secret door at Disneyland
well,
where you just
we may have to include a few men in that too, but no, really, we're all about male advocates and male supporters. So no, we don't discriminate. No. We don't discriminate against
Disneyland
anyone.
Does their private club. No,
I'll check in with you.
No.
We'll talk after this, and I'll give you the keys to the castle. How about that? Or at least I'll give you a pass. But,
so good.
No, the more the better.
Absolutely.
And I want to thank you while we're talking about all the things that you've done for Women Connect for Good too.
Yeah.
Because the exposure's been wonderful. The books, the podcasts. You were recently at my equestrian center.
That was so fun
with someone else that was very special.
Yeah,
Anna. And so it really makes a difference.
Yeah.
But I think the more people you get on the same page, as you say, the game, get into the game.
I want people participating because I see it. I'm like, if you don't have pictures, if you didn't get a video, if you didn't do something else, people don't know. And then if you're fighting, I'll use the word fighting. If you're fighting maybe some other forces or other things that you don't agree with, then and they are producing content, it is a war. Like they win immediately because there's no content. Nobody knows. Like when you think about these things, I've been in many, many amazing events where I'm like, but how does people know about this?
I have too, and I've been surprised to see there's been no media coverage, no news coverage.
You can't do it anymore.
You can't do it again. You can't do it again. So one of the things I say to women, I said, you've got to toot your horn.
Yes.
But in other words, tell
men
people.
do this.
Men do it all the time.
I didn't realize that
until... They do it all the time. They tell you how much they make, what their golf scores are, what their handicaps are.
Yeah, it's different.
Women walk up and she could walk away and she could be a Supreme Court judge and you'll never know it. You never know it. So women have to tell their story. And this is the most important thing that we can do with each other. Because there's always a connection. My
little 2 cents on that one, I got to say, is I'll be doing an interview with somebody, and sometimes some of the women I'm interviewing, they have these amazing backstories, and they won't. And then I find out after the fact that this person did so-and-so and this and that, and I'm like, they didn't bring that up in the interview. And then you have, and I'll pick on the men, I'm picking on the men right now, somebody who's, let's just say, far less accomplished that the way they're talking. For certain things, I couldn't even
A very good example is a woman going in for a job in a corporation. She's just happy when they say you're hired.
Yeah.
She doesn't negotiate her salary.
Yep.
Unfortunately, she doesn't negotiate her vacation.
Yeah.
And she doesn't negotiate her promotions.
Yeah.
That's already done. Most men walk in. But women won't also apply for a job until they have multiple degrees,
yeah,
lots and lots of experience, and men will walk in.
I was applying for stuff that I had no business. When I look back, I'm like, I didn't know you weren't supposed to. I was like, I can do that.
Yeah, but every job is on the job training, so what the heck, But we got to get out there, and what I say to women is that we have to learn to be uncomfortable. Being comfortable, being uncomfortable. Not everybody's going to like you.
Yeah.
Not everybody's going to agree with you. But go ahead and be you. There's only one of you. Everybody else is, everybody's taken. So be you.
Love it. Well, I know you got to get in there. I kept you long enough for today, but thank you so much for coming back on the show as always. Love working with you and love this beautiful banner that they had designed over here.
Isn't that lovely?
It is
We'll
lovely.
Put that book back up again.
We're putting it up again. So don't forget, I'm going to put some links in the show notes.
Other books? Where's the catalog?
We got the catalog. The link to the catalog will be in the show notes, so you can just click on the link and head right on over. And if this is your first time watching, we're definitely going to have Women Connect for Good, the links to the website, the catalog, all that, so you can pick up a copy. And speaking to the audience, if this is your first time watching, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. Each and every day, we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way on your journey as well. So again, hit that subscribe or follow button. Dr. Nancy, thanks again for coming back on.
First time watching, it won't be your last.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you so much.